let's start adding some design to our polygon so we can actually see it and start creating the stroke and what fill colors and so on and so on. So type in header svg.polygon, which is the one we want to change, and we want to keep the fill, no, we don't want to see any background because we just want it to be transparent, so just write that in the fill. We want to have a stroke for this though, so let's type in some kind of gray in this case, and we already have our text which we changed to our FontAwesome, but we also want to change this from black to the same as the stroke color, so 81810, so 808080. And we're going to use something called text anchor, and we're going to do middle on this, so it's going to help us center our text. Click save, and let's go see what this actually does to our page. So I see there's a small error, we'll just correct it in a while, but right now you can see it moved and it changed the color of our Wi-Fi logo here. In our index we made an error somewhere, so let's see polygon with point. Here we need an S, points with an S, so that's, if you just wrote point, that's because you just followed me and you need to add an S now. So let's go back and hit save. So now you can see it's around now. This is kind of almost already done now. We of course need to add some hover to this, so let's go back to our SVG and let's do some hover effect for this. And we're again going to need the SVG and a polygon, and then we need a hover effect on this part. Here we're just going to add a hover effect to the stroke, so the change of this, what do we do, 8181, so some lighter gray compared to the others, and let's click save. Let's go to our browser and let's hit refresh. So now we have a hover on this, and we can make them fit a little bit more together if we want to. So to change colors, if we want some transparency to the background once we hover it, we can also do that down here. So fill, and then we can use the RGB 8, and let's go with some gray, which will probably be 25. Wait, so let's color the more black, I think, and alpha level 2.3. It seems about right. So once I hover, you can see we also create something with the background inside here, so it gains a little bit transparency by using the black color. So you can actually start styling this now. There is a small problem that I haven't been able to fix yet, which is I can make the entire box here change color, so the stroke and the transparency of the box, but I'm having problem with, once I do a hover here, to change the color of the text fill in here, or the icon. For some reason I can't make it work right now, but I'm looking into it still. Right now the problem is I can't attach my CSS to the specific layer or the specific HTML, because the way SVGs are being built, and it's being built like this. So it creates an SVG, then it creates the text area, and then it creates the polygon area. So the polygon is actually above in the set index than the text. So in here I hit the polygon hover, and then we change that, of course. But if I just add a text to this and try to do hover, I can't actually hit it because I'm hovering the polygon and not the text. And if I do it the other way around, so in my index I have my polygon before I have my text, and I do the other way, so I can hover here, then the polygon changes, but when the mouse hovers over the text, it's going to only change the icon in here's background and fill, and not the actual polygon. So this is kind of a problem we need to kind of see if we can figure out for this. But we can still use it like this, so still creating a cool effect by just using this and then having slight variance in colors, so people really won't notice the difference. But now we can actually change borders along with an icon, which we couldn't do with clip path. So add a little bit more, but still lacking a little bit. But that's how you can start doing this in your videos on your homepage, and adding more cool stuff to it. And you can create this with all different kinds of shapes and trigonometry and whatever you want, really.